This is Your Harrogate Anthems, and it's our business spotlight. Every Monday, we hear from a fab local business, get a little bit of a sneak peek into their success, the ingredients behind it. Now, the very first stars of this feature are Evolve Psychology Services. They're in Harrogate, and we will tell you all about them now.
The Your Harrogate Business Spotlight with Action Coach Harrogate. The help you need to grow your business. For free events and taster coaching opportunities to help grow yourself, your team, and or your business.
I'm Laura Powling. I'm a consultant clinical psychologist by background. I had a long career working in the NHS and in independent healthcare. I started my career in adult forensic services in high secure hospitals, but I've also worked in child and adolescent and neurodevelopmental services. And then about 10 years ago, I set up Evolve Psychology Services so that we could offer really quality assessments, both from an expert witness point of view in terms of clients who are going through the parole process or criminal proceedings or immigration tribunals, alongside working in the NHS. And then we were also offering independent neurodevelopmental assessments to clients, and the company, I guess, has grown from there. I'd always worked in sort of child and adolescent mental health services as well, and neurodevelopmental services. And one of the things that was really apparent, particularly in the Harrogate area where it started, but it exists across the whole of the UK, is that we were seeing lots of families and adults as well, to be fair, where they'd go to one service for an autism assessment, but that service wouldn't necessarily assess for ADHD at the same time. Equally, there were young people and adults who perhaps had the need for an assessment or already had a pre-existing diagnosis of intellectual disability, who were falling through gaps of services. So I set up Evolve as a community practice in 2018 to try and offer more holistic neurodevelopmental assessments, which the aim was to prevent people from having to sit on one waiting list, then going on to another waiting list, but being able to offer that assessment all in one place. Since we opened up our community practice, we are an NHS approved provider. So that's been the big change. We're not just able to offer assessments for service users, adults and children and young people on a privately or self-funded basis. We can actually offer them through a system called Right to Choose and the patient choice legislation. So adults and children and young people can come to us through a GP referral. For adults at the moment, that's autism. For children and young people, it's autism and ADHD, which means we've got huge reach around who we can see to really support the NHS in managing the demand for those services and the waiting lists. And with the regional centres that we have in Exeter, Norwich, Huddersfield and here in Harrogate in the UK, if we continue to grow, we continue to have more capacity in terms of what we can offer people as services. And we've got a section of our practice as well that is also looking at how we can support families and adults and service users once they've had an assessment, particularly if they have had a diagnosis from us. So we can, because that is an area that's missing often in public services and the NHS, is being able to offer that post-diagnostic and post-assessment support. So that's something that we are looking at to meet that need as well. So our main website is evolvepsychology.com. There are contact pages on the website if people want to get in touch in any ways, and you can give a reason as to how and why you want to get in touch so it gets filtered through to the right team. Equally, we have social media. We have Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and I believe we now have TikTok as well.
The Your Harrogate Business Spotlight with Action Coach Harrogate. The help you need to grow your business.